Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's AJ Writes Crypto.
And I am Jada, the Glitter Queen.
And this is your week 17 portfolio update. It's been a couple weeks since we've done this, but we need to get back into it. We got wrecked. We went to Barcelona. We went to Vegas. I went to Michigan. She went to Washington. Life happens, everybody, but we're still building this portfolio. We're still clicking it off, and we are going to make sure we get back on every week because our portfolio, we're starting to get a good amount of money in these portfolios. It's probably time we zone in on this. So are you going first or?
Yeah. Okay. I am going first.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Week 17. It's crazy. We're on week 17. What is happening? All right. So it's been a couple weeks. We went on some trips. We did some things. If you've been following along, thank you. If you haven't been, check it out. Been doing some fun stuff. All right. So I have $1,800 invested in this portfolio. We're down, guys. We're down $351 down. All right. It's just what it is.
19%.
Yes. I was getting there. But yes, we're down about 19%. I'm not going to say the word down every time after a coin. So we're just going to do it this way. I am up $40 on Jasmine. Woo! Now the rest is red. Okay. So we are down 85 on Algorand, 75 on the graph, 85 on VeChain, 70 on HBAR, 56 on ADA, and down $20 on Chainlink. With that all being said, y'all, I might sound like a parrot, but this is long-term investments. And there's some things we want to talk about that I'm going to save for when AJ pulls up his portfolio. But long story short, I'm fine. I'm happy. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to buy $100 of the graph since that is my second largest holding. I want it to be even with Algorand. The other $100, since we're doing 2 weeks worth of purchasing, I'm going to split it in between a few coins because I want to even out a few things. I don't like that I'm down $85 on Algorand and VeChain. So I'm going to buy $25 of Algorand, $25 of VeChain, and then I'm putting $50 into Jasmine because I did good on Jasmine. And
Jasmine's going to keep running.
Yeah. Like I like the project. I'm bullish. Okay. The graph and Jasmine, me likey. So with that being said, I really want to look at the graph chart if you want to pull it up and get a little techie on us.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Want to look at the chart for the graph. I can do that.
Thank you.
All right. So here is a big giant 6-hour chart on the graph. And there's something I want you to notice is that you see this right here. That little clip back from May in 23. Well, look at exactly where we bounced from. Okay. And this level, 15.5 cents from the graph, local bottom from here. I don't think we're going any lower than that. In fact, in the past, 9 days, the graph actually bounced 33%. It's a bummer that we did not make a video last week because we would have bought things and they would have gone up 30+%, but that's okay. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anyway, so we kind of need to look at that and appreciate it as a local bottom for the graph. Also, this level here at 19 cents from these touches over here, we are above this level. We also have closed up on the 6-hour chart above the 50 EMA. So the next target for the graph is the 2023 high of 0.232. How far are we away from that level? About 12% to reclaim the 2023 high. So when you kind of zoom,
you want to see us stay above. Like would that make AJ happy?
That would make me very happy because the thing is that the graph, if you look at this, is kind of like in a downtrend. All right, and the thing is that there's a point of intersection between the 19-cent support resistance level and this downtrend here. And if we were to get above, this would be a new point of intersection, would actually be July 27th, would be my birthday. If we got above the 2023 high, or the point of intersection would be August 14th if we stayed between 19 and 23 cents. So what I'm saying here is that even when you kind of zoom in on this downtrend, look at the point of control on the visible range volume profile is above where we are. We are actually 41% to a little over 29 cents away from the point of control. In the event where the graph, we have a lot, look at the curvature on the money flow, big red curvature, and look, we're going out of the red, just now getting into the green. We're going to have to large time frame, claim the 200, fight, eventually get the bull cross in the EMAs. The graph will break out of this, and once we break out and we can form a new did not mean to do that. And once we can form a new structure, structurally speaking, the graph is starting to look bullish. We're not out of the woods yet until we, break out of the downtrend. But I feel that probably by September, we will be out of the downtrend, starting a new bullish structure with the graph. And then we really start to realize that March becomes a target. All right. And from where we are now to that local high is 137% pump. So,
I like that.
I really like that, which is why I am all for buying more GRT in my portfolio as well.
Tell us about your portfolio,
Okay, so
tell us about
yeah,
it.
well, yours is down 19%. Mine's only down 9.
It's fine.
9.6 actually. But so here we are. Oh, let me put my head up here so you can see. So the last time we did this video, I bought 500 now go 250 graph, 250 phantom. All right, so basically here's the rundown. I'm down 554 on the graph. And why is that, Jada?
Because AJ did a silly thing, you guys, and it's called FOMO.
I did, because Jada's portfolio was kicking my ass the first 5-6 weeks of the series. And then I was like, I didn't buy any graph because I was buying everything else.
And you didn't want to be left out. You saw the choo-choo train and you were like, I want to get on that baby.
I saw the choo-choo train.
You saw it, but you know what? You forked up. And this is something that I actually wanted to touch on in all seriousness, you guys, is there is such thing as like buying a good project at the wrong time, especially with where we are right now in the market. This might not apply when we're in peak bull run season, but right now with things fluctuating, it's really important to consider that if you see certain things, projects that you like, and maybe they pumped 10%, maybe they pumped 20%, doesn't matter. And you're like, shit, I got to get in it. I got to buy more. Maybe you do. Or maybe you can like wait a little bit or do like a smaller percentage, because if AJ didn't FOMO this full amount in, he'd probably be in a much better position. Yep. But that's okay, long-term holding. So I don't know, it goes both ways.
Yeah, and I just got reamed out by my own girlfriend why I shouldn't FOMO, and she's totally right. I FOMO'd into the coin that you had success with.
Listen to you or something.
So crazy. And the thing is that the graph is the leader of my portfolio. 21% of the portfolio, $1,700. I'm down $554 on it. Don't FOMO, everybody. Even professionals make mistakes on their live public portfolios. I'm down 263 on HBAR, 190 on Algo, 102 on VeChain, 187 on Phantom. I'm up 321 on the Phemex token PT. I'll cover that one a little bit more later. Down $90 on Arrow, and I'm up 278 on Jasmy. Shout out to the Jasmy, the Bitcoin of Japan, they call that one. So I have $8,200 invested. I'm down $787, which is only 9.6%, total of $7,413 in this portfolio. So this week,
sorry, not meaning to interrupt you, but I really think this also just like, I know it's obvious, but I'm down 19%, only $300, but you're down 9 with 700. So that also is something to consider. Like when you have more invested, your price targets and like being up and down can be a little bit like more forgiving, I should say, than mine.
Well, I also didn't take the dents you took. Like for instance, right. I bought 950 in VeChain. I'm down 102. You bought 250 in VeChain and you're down 85. Right. And that is really a testament to timing is everything, and buying good projects at the wrong time. I mean, like basically think about when we made this portfolio. We were doing in the early weeks in Miami at UFC when Sugar Sean fought, and we were at the local high. That was early in. And we have just gone down. We've DCA'd down the whole hill because we wanted to do this series. And the thing is that
it's actually a good time.
And it's actually fine because, guys, this is a long-term bag. You're going to spend times where you DCA every week, and you spend months buying into a downtrend. It's going to happen. But you also have to think to yourself, when the bull run comes, like say you buy some at 20 and some at 15 and some at 10 and some at 5. If your target's 50, it all ends exactly. Exactly. So, that's kind of a point we want to make about, keeping that long-term mindset. Be confident in your DCAs no matter what, because it really, if you don't have faith, if you don't believe crypto is going to have one hell of a bull run in the next year or two, why are you here? And that, you either have conviction or you don't. And I'm going to leave it there for now because I wanted to cover a couple things. This week, I will be buying 500 more in PT because I only have $500 in it. It is the best performer in my portfolio. It's at $1.30 right now, and I think it's going to keep going. I'm doing 250 in VeChain and 250 in the graph. We already showed you the chart for the graph. One quick thing here I want to show you about the Phemex token is that it was created in December last year. All right. And I am sponsored by Phemex. Link down below if you want to sign up. But it is not in my contract. I do not have to talk about the PT token. I am not obligated to talk about this. You can stake it for, better rewards, less fees trading and stuff like that. I have, 15,600 staked, as you can see right here. But this is what I want to bring to your attention about this coin is that the percentage of circulating supply staked is 87.11. So 87% of the supply is staked, and the average period of PT staking is 717 days. That's about 2 years. All right. And my point here is that if you look at the chart, when everything else took really big hits, this didn't. Why is that? That is because so much of the supply is staked. Like when everything took a big dent. Look at the chart for the graph. Okay, since March. Okay, where's March? Okay, here's March for the graph. Let's go to PT. Where's March? Here's March for PT. We have been going the other direction. When the graph lost 100%, PT gained 100% since March. Why is that? Because it is stable, because so much of it is staked, and it is going to keep continuing to move up following this uptrend, this pink line that I have right there. And also look at how it moves. You see how high it has the higher highs and then it staircases up. Look at this, higher high, staircase, higher high, staircase. Well, look at what just happened. It got past the higher high. And even if it comes back into here, it is going to staircase and continue. I have, had some conversations with other people who hold PT, with other people who are sponsored by Phemex. And honestly, guys, we think this coin can go to $10. We think the PT token can go to $10 at minimum $5. It's $1.30 right now. It is the leader in this portfolio. I have 1,700 in the graph, 1,100 in HBAR, 1,500 in Algorand. You get my point. I have $500 in PT in this portfolio. It's up 321. That's why I'm putting another $500 into PT. I wanted to explain myself with this coin. I'm not contractually obligated to talk about this project. I think it's a winner.
This isn't a shill. This is just
it's alpha.
Honest.
Yeah, it's not a show. I'm not required to talk about this. And lastly, I do want to talk about the VeChain chart really fast before we end the video here. Unlike the graph, just to go back to the graph really fast, the graph is still below its 2021 high that we talked about. It's actually about 12%, 11.5% away from its 2021 high. VeChain, however, touched the 2023 high. I said 2021 before, didn't I? 2023. It's all good. Whatever. The graph is still below the 23 high. VeChain actually touched the 23 high and went back down below it with big support resistance here at just under 3 cents at 0.299 and another SR level at 0.273. So right now, how I'm looking at VeChain is very similar to how I'm looking at the graph. They're both in downtrends. All right, we want to see, this kind of break up and above. It is closing above the 200 EMA on the 6-hour chart, which is pretty significant for VeChain. And right now, I would say, although it temporarily went above the 2023 high, it is in a, quote, conditional range between, let me move my head. My head's in a bad spot. Between the 23 high of 0.326 and about 3 cents. So what I would do if I were you is I would, set an alarm here at 0.326 and set an alarm here at 0.299, just about 3 cents, because we don't really care how VeChain moves between here. We want to long the break of this, and we want to short the loss of that. And that is, how I like to trade within conditional ranges. And my point here is that eventually it is going to run out of space. If it holds 3 cents or if it holds 2.7, there will be a point in time where it will have to run into this downtrend. And if you look at the point of control on the visible range volume profile all the way up here, this is the difference between the graph and VeChain, is that the point of control on the volume profile is much higher up on VeChain, which would obviously take us out of the downtrend. It's about a 40% move away to 4.5 cents, which is kind of right in the heart of, this kind of box right up here, where it did spend a lot of time chopping between, February, April, the beginning of May. And I think VeChain is, obviously makes a lot of sense for it to end up back in that range once it structurally breaks out of this move. It has had a sharp, aggressive move up, in the past couple of days. I mean, since its local bottom here, VeChain went, 66%, 58% in about 11 days. Wouldn't be surprised to see it come down momentarily, maybe retest that EMA and continue on and try to break out of this downtrend. But, I am forecasting a 4.5 cent VeChain at least by the end of this year, maybe by September, October. And for VeChain to get back to its yearly high from where it is now, we are looking at about a 70.2% move back to just about 5.5 cents. So big shout out to the VFam out there. Looking forward to heading to some more UFC fights this year. So with that, everybody, my name is AJ Writes Crypto.
I am Jada the Glitter Queen. Oh, did you see that hearts came out when I did that?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's do it again.
I don't know how that happened, but you guys rock. Smash the like button down below. Comment down below. What coins are you DCAing into? What coins do you want us to look into? We'll definitely look at your comments. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Have yourself a safe rest of your day. Get rich or
get right.
Bye. Have a safe day, everyone. Peace.